Yes, hello everybody and welcome. My name is Xearin with XZGaming and yes, I am back. It's been a while. I know. I'm not gonna try and make up the same lame ass excuses. But wait, I will. Anyway, yeah, school's been very busy, it's been time consuming, but I've actually managed to finish the year for so far. And now actually when everything is finished, I hope to continue our series, of course, with the news and with the new games and everything, of course, we want to talk about. I hope to continue again also my Gothic series and my Metal Gear Solid series, as well as start a new one, which I've already gave a hint on our YouTube, which would be, in this case, Fable: The Lost Chapters. Now, in this new session, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the console wars, because, yeah, the consoles at this moment are heavily debated, like the PS4 and the Xbox One war, so to say. And that's actually mainly because they picture the Xbox One as a big evildoer, something that's a privacy-infringing, huge-ass black box, actually, which will not do a whole lot of good for console gamers nowadays. So I would like to give you a little bit of a buyer's guide there. A little bit of the background story, of course, why Basura and me aren't uploading a whole lot like we used to. Of course, it was already a little bit less for me, but Basura has been uploading the most of us three lately. And Zaarkie is also, because of his busyness and because he needs to finish his exams, he's not been really busy with creating and uploading stuff. So we'll try and give a little bit of insight in that. So first off, the console wars. Yeah, buying guide on consoles. I'm not very familiar anymore with the consoles. My console era actually was the PS1, the GameCube, PS2, Xbox One are all consoles that I actually have owned. But actually nowadays, since consoles got more mainstream, so to say, and not anymore like a very, how do you say it, exclusive type of gimmick, which you used to play exclusive titles which weren't available on PC. It kind of got, it kind of became a pre-built computer. If we look now to the PS, in this case, the PS4, it has like the same specs. It starts to look again a little bit like the PS2. People are gabbing about how the PS4 doesn't look very revolutionary, and they're right, because if you remember the PS2, it looked kind of similar. The Xbox One, however, takes a little bit back to its roots. If you remember the Xbox One, it was like a big, huge chunk of black plastic, actually encompassing all the hardware, and it actually had a built-in hard disk. The Xbox One, however, didn't have a whole long life. It could have been developed more and more and more. That said, of course, it does lend itself. They said it was too expensive to produce any further. The expenses came mainly, they said, from the built-in hard drive. So they detached the hard drive, which is the buyable hard drive you all know now from the Xbox 360. And as the specs might tell, they are going to reintegrate this hard drive again. They're going to give it a 500 gigabyte hard drive inside the Xbox itself. And they somehow deem that as soon as you buy a disc type game, you can install it from the disc only once, and it will connect to your Xbox Live account, and then you can actually throw away the disc. Which seems a little bit odd to me, but we'll run with it, I guess. Well, we have to, of course, unless, of course, you want to buy a PS4. But anyway, basically, looking at the experience which the Xbox One offers is also the obligatory Xbox Connect thing, which you have to now use. As far as I have heard, the Xbox Connect is a piece of trash, but I could be mistaken. And now it's actually mandatory to have the Xbox Connect, so they can probably monitor every move you make. Ooh, sounds scary. Anyway, also the creepy thing is that the Xbox actually requires you to have at least, if you actually play online games or anything of the sort, you have to have an online connection at least every hour. And if you do not play online games, you actually have to have an online connection every 24 hours, or a connection with the internet. Which strikes me as odd to actually make so many things mandatory for a casual gaming system. Hardly makes it casual and almost demands us to plug us in like the Matrix, but then to our Xboxes. In all, quite weird. The PS4 is kind of wary of all this, these kinds of stuff. It will have a $100 euro and a little bit less in pounds. I don't know the GBP rate, sorry. But less, it will cost less than the Xbox. Will have, they say, better graphics. Well, I think that's a thing for the developers, because if you look at the hardware specs, the internal CPUs are the same, 8-core Jaguar AMD custom CPUs, and I know from the PS4 it has Radeon graphics. I don't know what the Xbox will feature, but I think it's all up to the programmers and the developers how much they want to exploit the consoles. But that's nothing new. They also did that in the past. Now, of course, before I go completely ramblomatic, it's good to mention that in this case the PS4 does not have to have a 24-hourly internet connection thing. It's just like a normal console. And now you hear yourself thinking, okay, that's all fine, but aren't you missing anything? Well, yes, basically I missed one console, of course, and that's the Wii U. I never had anything with Nintendo. Nintendo is, I think, a little bit like the Toys R Us of the games industry. Personally, yeah, it's kind of difficult to place Nintendo. They're in a category of its own, and that's fine in its respect. So if you like that, you can buy, of course, the Wii U, but it's graphically less impressive. But on the other hand, it does have everything which, in my eyes, a console should stand for. Unique games on a unique platform which you cannot play on the PC, which are actually worth buying a console for, because that's why I had a PS1 in the day. That's why I actually had, in this case, an Xbox One, because it featured games which you couldn't play on the PC. Nowadays, the Xbox, the PS4, the Wii U, well, as I said, to a very limited extent, and they all feature the same games as on the PC. So also include your PC as a platform, because the PC is a very versatile platform, but it allows for more customizing. So in the end, it all boils down to what you want from a console. Don't you mind to have a full-on internet connection and being monitored by some camera which you do not know half of? Or do you actually like to just have a console experience which is kind of hassle-free? Then you should go for a PS4. It's all based on your own connections. Or do you just want to have, well, more customization? Then get a PC. Basically, that's it. So yeah, if I'd recommend to you what to do and what to buy, I would say spend that money, buy yourself a new screen, buy yourself a new PC or anything, because that's something I would recommend, because it can do everything. It can emulate most of all things, and can also show better graphics than most consoles can. And of course, consoles only have a limited lifetime, so in this case the limited lifetime will be about 5 to 10 years, and a PC you can still tweak or upgrade for as much as you like. So yeah. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting a little bit immersed in the experience. We've never actually gotten this far with Proteus before, have we? Oh, look at that, I'm going faster. Okay, now getting back to the whole thing which, in this case, Basura and me were. Basura was overexhausted, he was working too much, he was too busy with his school and his internships to actually still still enable him to do something. Whoa. To enable him to do anything, but yes, it's actually the enablement of his work is now back again, because now everything is calming down and he's restarting to make new videos. He's building himself a nice and good sleeping rhythm, and he is actually making sure he can pick his line with Terranigma vids and Secret of Mana vids again. And the same is actually a little bit for me, but I was more with the school aspect of things. I'm at the end of my year, so I had to finish everything. I had to finish all my assignments, I had to finish my tests, etc. And now I've finally done it. It freed up time, and it also freed up demotivators to bring you a new video, of course. I might have sounded earlier in this video a little bit distracted. It's of course also in the era of Proteus. It also means I have to keep myself focused for you guys. But basically, yeah, here I go again. But basically, now my demotivators are gone, I can sound a little bit more active and enthusiastic on the work I want to provide to you again when I make the Let's Plays. So basically, that's all there is to it today. So if there are any questions, comments, please post them below. Post them on our YouTube channel, of course. If linked to one of our Facebooks, you can also ask the questions there. And like, favorite, and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I'm going to play a little bit longer for you guys, just to show you everything which has happened in Proteus, because that's kind of special as well. As you can see, the sun is slowly going down. And winter has come to the land. Where the autumn was quite kind of dry, grey, and kind of dead, the winter brings a serenity, a cold sparkle of life, amidst all the sadness. As you can see, all the life has changed. There almost isn't any life anymore. Well, I can boldly state now that there just isn't any life. And everything is so cloudy and foggy. I sure as well hell damn know that there's not a whole lot of clouds all the time when we have winter here. If we have any winter here, that is. And we have snow. Ain't that a cute little thing? The big old tree, now old and completely wilted. And let's walk towards the sun. What if the Earth orbits the sun? What if your wife orbits my dick? Ta-da! Let's enjoy the view of ye purple sky. This is so trippy, and I can still recommend this. I mean, please. If you like a beautiful experience, if you just like to not think or contemplate or just be amazed, this is so nice to play. And I can hope I can show you the end of it all. Hey, I'm not going down anymore. Houston, we have liftoff. Look through the clouds, and then you will see. Let's go to the moon. Now this is what they call elevation when you're high. Almost running out of clouds. I'll just keep running, I have no idea. We have ditched the clouds, people. And we are not coming back. And that is the end. Like, favorite, and subscribe if you enjoyed. And see you next time.